As the 70s roll in, stability around the world has never been as shaky. Interplanetary alliances join together to seek ideological supremacy across both planets. Cultural shifts are uprooting norms that have been in place for centuries. Technological shifts have been changing how the world itself functions. As these shifts occur, life continues in the Seedbearer region, where a seemingly random group of people have come together to try and make sense of the nonsensical. This is Hazeltown's story.
Hello, I'm Bobinator. I am playing Ferris Tiro. Pronouns he, him. He is a TV host for a wildlife and society show called Whole Wild World. It's not super popular yet, but he's trying to work on that. And that should be it.
Hi, I'm Carnival. I'll be playing Elvis Granner, pronouns she, they, an engineering student who has made a surveillance network by accident.
I am, of course, Deathmaster 780. I will be playing Bob B, pronouns he, him. He's a local businessman who gets into some shady shit, maybe. And also, I'll be playing Saskia, a dead soul trapped in a stone, pronouns she, her.
Rock Spirit. I'm TorpidTypist, and I'm here to Hazeltown contact these nuts, and I'll be playing Aravia, she, her, an immortal dumbass.
May I ask who those people you see are?
What was that?
Asking the rabbit lady.
Usually we just deal with kids that are just breaking in here and just kind of playing around in here. But
Elvis
or we
is
have some
basically
people,
a kid.
my point is basically I'm like are you here for like looking at this like here for any particular reason? You trying to
Okay.
Do we have business
Sure are,
cards?
ma'am.
Yeah, do we have business cards or a badge?
no.
Oh,
I've got a
Bobby
business
time.
card.
Yeah, so like Ferris and like Bobby probably have business cards. Aravia and Elmis, you do not.
I definitely don't.
Bobby will quickly head over to a woman and smile and says, "Howdy, ma'am. My name is Bob B. Perhaps you've heard of me."
Oh, is anything I'm particularly looking for? Are you from the city?
I sure am. He extends his hand to shake her hand.
Oh, are you here to try and look to see if this would be like? Are you like? If she looks at the card, it's like, oh, I see you're doing businesses. You're looking to like use this as like, are you trying to scout out a location for some sort of business or something?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm the proud owner of Bobby's Burgers down in the city, and I'm looking to open up a second location here in spare Hazeltown.
Oh, okay. That I guess it's actually nice seeing someone like come in here not trying to just cause havoc. Have to usually chase out some kids so they don't hurt themselves. It's
Well,
also
we can't
funny.
have
Okay,
that.
How often do you chase out those kids?
probably like maybe 2 or 3 times a month.
So I'm gonna. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I'm gonna ask. They're not gonna press charges then, right? Because we.
Oh, I don't
Bring that.
like.
Don't bring that up.
Do not jump to that.
Do not say that,
She
Bear.
thinks we are here
Bob.
on official business, and we do
Okay.
not need
You know
to
what?
fuck that up.
Can I retract that then? I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I was gonna say she just kind of looks in and is like, oh, okay, like yeah, they just come in here. I just want to make sure they're not hurting themselves. I'm just from the business, like I'm just from shop like right next door, and I just heard a crash, so I just wanted to make sure that someone hadn't hurt themselves.
The lock is kind of fucked,
I
so we had to get a little bit rough. Sorry about that.
Well, I suppose that's okay, just as long as because usually I've had I just want to make sure there wasn't some kid trying to get hurt.
Nah. Elmis is basically a kid, but otherwise, yeah, no, we're good. Just checking out the place, in case our good buddy Bob B here buys it up and renovates it.
Well, to be honest, I really don't. And like, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. Just make sure that just keep it in here.
Also, quick question, ma'am. Have you noticed anything weird here in particular recently?
Well, I mean, in this building in particular.
Yes, this one in particular.
Well, I mean, the only other thing I've noticed weird was the fact that this building even existed to begin with.
What do you mean?
Usually don't like this area isn't quite like into bars and like the kind of thing they were going for. This is a rather dry area, so it was kind of weird that there was a pub to begin with here.
How long's it been out of business?
Probably maybe it's actually kind of odd because normally places don't stay out of business, but I guess with the whole bar aesthetic, they are trying to debate whether or not to convert it or something, or just trying to figure what to do with it. But it's been out of like maybe I'd say at least half a year.
Do you know who owns the place currently?
The city.
Really?
Yeah. Any place like the city owns like anything like that isn't like they're in charge of what businesses go where, and this place just happened to be where the bar went. And I
Okay.
guess they're having problems trying to figure out what to do with this building now.
Have you noticed any?
Bobby just smiles as well. I may solve that for them soon.
Ma'am, have you noticed anything weird, like supernatural, recently over here?
If you're thinking like ghosts and that, I haven't.
Bobby says, "Oh, that's good to hear. I like my businesses to have a good energy going on. Ghosts
Anything
tend to
just-
bring down the mood, if you know what I mean."
Anything just regular weird from her?
I mean, you have people that are trying to poke their nose in here. As I mentioned, there's a number of kids who have been trying to like poke nose in, but I've also seen just other people just kind of, I guess, trying to poke in and see. I don't think if they're trying to steal things, they're not really going to be successful. That place has been picked clean, and
Yeah,
it
there's
was just.
nothing.
I'm gonna ask what she thinks you're looking for.
I mean, looking for in case like any left behind furniture or anything that could be sold, I guess. But yeah, it looks like when this place went out of business, they kind of took everything. So I guess it's just kind of people just looking, just for the mysterious. Like there was like it's just an abandoned like what used to be a bar.
Okay, I was just wondering because someone with magic training, this place has got some weird vibes.
I mean, we thought it was weird to begin with, but that I don't think that's probably what you're looking for.
No.
Bobby will say, I suppose you would know then. You said your business is right next door here?
That is correct.
Let's say the storage space in this place is not to the size of my liking. Tell me, where does the sewer run through in this city? Try to build a basement on this place.
I mean, it would be a pretty extensive like build. I'm pretty sure this like none of the areas in this around here have a basement. Although I suppose you could logistically get one, but
the sewer's not right below us.
I do not believe so. The piping, like all the pipes, I believe, go to like there isn't an open sewer below us. Just like I'm not a plumber, so I don't know exactly where everything goes, but I'm pretty certain there's not like a sewer below us.
That's good to know.
So, other quick question. When this place was in business, once upon a time, centuries ago, did you perhaps notice any weird comings and goings even back then?
When Lucky's was still in business, it got activity. It was actually very annoying when they were still here because they had some pretty rowdy customers sometimes, but they had to deal with some drunks occasionally. But for the most part, it was just in business, nothing outside of the regular that you'd expect from a place like that.
Also, weird question, but do you know what kind of person the bartender was?
I mean, he was just a man. Like, I don't think.
Are we talking human, dragon?
They had rotating clientele. Nothing like they weren't like it wasn't like playing to like it was. I believe it was going for, from what I recall, going for an Irish thing for it. But for the most part, it looks like they were employing pretty much anyone. I don't think it was just. They weren't just going for humans. I believe.
Did you know the previous owner?
it's been a long time, and we weren't really. I just we didn't really talk a whole lot. I remember seeing Kim before, but it wasn't like anyone outside. I do believe he was like an Irish immigrant, though. But I don't think he was like. We didn't really talk a whole lot, and he didn't seem to be anyone of a weird character.
Was he human?
He was human, yes. He looked.
Hmm.
I do believe he was actually from Ireland, immigrated
Oh.
here a while ago.
Okay. And then, do you have a? Can you write down his full name for us? And she just takes out like a little pad out of her pocket and a pen.
I mean, I don't remember his full name. I can come up with It's gonna take me a while to think about what his name was. It was
We did it, gang.
see, I know what you're trying to do. His name is Nicholas. Like it's just I think that like I believe his name was Nicholas.
Okay, because we were hoping to, track him down and possibly have a conversation with about the property.
I believe he moved out of the like I don't think he was living here I believe he moved to the city.
Okay.
But I think it just went out of like he just was looking for something else to do. We didn't really keep in touch a whole lot.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you answering all of our questions at the very least.
Nope, no problem. Just making sure that nothing was going haywire.
How long you been in the district anyway?
Oh, I've lived here my entire life.
How old are you?
I mean that's not like I will in fact say I am in my 50s.
Only your 50s? Damn, that's nothing.
Ignore her.
You're still pretty young. Hot damn.
Well, thanks.
Not a compliment. I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Well,
life
thank you
doesn't-
for your time, man. This is Bobby ushering her outside.
I'll let you do your business. And then she leaves.
Thank you.
I-
Bobby
Were
Were you
watches her go,
expecting me to say Radio Lucky Charms by chance or something?
No, I just wanted a full name. I thought you were gonna use the generator.
I mean, I was going to use the generator, but I didn't need
That's
to
why
get
I was
one.
laughing.
Yeah. Bobby says there. Saved all trip into the sewers.
Okay, well, doesn't answer any questions, but I would argue it only raises more. I don't
True.
know why you kept acting weird about what I was saying to her, though.
Whatever.
What's
Well,
wrong? I'll never know what's wrong if you don't tell me.
Also, quick aside about this generator. I just realized that if you clicked on a name, it actually saves it so that when I was looking at shop and business names, that Say Cheese was saved.
I'm just saying, I can't know what's wrong if you won't tell me. Every time you get evasive when we talk about this.
Trust.
God, some of these names might as well be great, like Radio Lucky Charms. Teddy McSweeney,
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Finn McQuilly.
Either way, Robbie's just gonna fucking sulk.
Bobby says, well, I suppose I have a new stop to go to now to sell the other half of this lie I just told. I'm off to City Hall.
Yeah, please get us any info you can, please, because this is.
Assume y'all want to wait here or head over to the library or something in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the library.
Someone should probably head to the library and get the blueprints for the place out of character.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
While you're there, you can find out what's up with the stone.
Oh yes. All right. So Bobby is going to City Hall. Who all is going to the library?
I think I'll
I
go to the
will.
library. That sounds like my whole thing.
It does sound very you.
Thank you. I appreciate that you think I'm literate.
I do think you're literate, it's true, but I also meant a nerd.
An illiterate nerd.
The best kind of nerd. It's a lot less strange than the illiterate nerd.
I mean, you do have to do a lot of research for a show.
That's kind of more what I was getting at, actually. Keeping the premise of your show research is important.
Anyway, so Ferris, Elmas, and Aravia go into the library. Bobby goes to City Hall.
Yep.
Okay. Good with anyone or everyone?
Yay,
Yep.
learning.
In that case, I'm just gonna, because I feel like it'd be the shorter thing. Let's do Bobby's real quick.
We
So
don't even
Bobby,
really need to do it. We don't even really need to do it. Just go through that Bobby what goes and asks for information about the place because he's a prospective buyer.
I'll just say that you go to the city hall and you just go into you ask about, you just kind of do an initial, oh hey, I'm interested in, is there this business open for blah blah blah, and you basically just going through the ropes. You don't get anything weird. You get an appointment, but that's about it. Nothing that would assist in this investigation.
All right.
So Ferris, Aravia, and Elmas, you all go to the Hazeltown Library. And what exactly are you looking there for?
Well, the blueprints, first off.
Let's start there, yeah. Who's
Go ahead.
got best research among us?
Let's see. Actually, we have a little. That's right. I forgot we have this comparison sheet. I think. Hopefully, it's updated.
The best in research, as in having any.
Yeah, I don't. I think that
There's one.
Let's see. Research.
Yeah, Elmas has 1 point.
Elmas has 1 point. Ferris,
Oh,
you have 2.
Ferris is 2, actually, yeah.
Oh, there you go. I have the
Right.
other 2 skills in that area. That's right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have investigate, but
So we're looking for blueprints, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can I ask blueprints what for? For what, I should say.
So you're looking for the blueprints for. I'm going to assume you're looking for the blueprints of the building that you to Lucky's.
Right, okay. Thank you. I'm dumb sometimes.
So
Controlled library, right?
yeah, it's controlled. You have pretty much. You're looking at blueprints. I would imagine they would have them in stock. You just go to an area where you can look at the blueprints. So let me double check what. So if you're going to do an action roll and going to research, let me take a look to double check to make sure that you don't. Or let's see what bonuses, if any, you get. Nature, history. I don't think either of those count, and TV host does not count towards that. I do think actually. Yeah, I don't think either of your abilities would help out there. So you're just going to basically just go and do a raw research. It's controlled. And I would say effect is standard. So you would get 2 die. You can push yourself.
Let's see, for 2 more stress.
For 2 more stress. That being said, because if this is accurate, that would push you to 4 stress out of 10, which would put you into dazed, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna wait on that then.
Let me double check the rule for that. Is it?
That was half.
Yeah, 4 out of 10 would be half. That'd be under half.
wait, Ferris already lost
Wait.
some.
Yeah, hang on. I think I messed up somewhere because I started with 10, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you have 10, so
would-
you should be down to 6 then.
Yeah, if you pushed, I believe, then you would be down to 6. Because I
Right,
think you started with 8.
Started-
It looked like you started with 8 going into here.
I
which
might have forgotten to refill between sessions. I think is what
Yeah,
happened.
so if you pushed, you would be at 6.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so then you get 3. Yep.
Ooh, 6.
So your third die, that push saved you from 3, 4, and 6.
Thank you.
You look at the blueprints and you can tell a few things from it. One, you can tell that there is in fact no basement. In fact, underneath the building is in pretty much solid concrete.
So yeah, the foundation.
Yeah, the foundation, it's solid. There doesn't look to be anywhere underneath that would go anywhere. If anything, yeah, you can just tell that it is just solid all the way down. And also you can tell that you looked at all the rooms. There didn't seem to be any place where there could be, it's not, you kind of compare to where you were walking, and there didn't look to be any place that, some secret thing that you could be. It's all kind of square. It looks like you walked throughout that entire place.
So I'm going to relay back that I'm not seeing anything out of place here, unfortunately.
Well,
Ferris will bring up that anything that we're looking for might have been moved at some points.
Or it's not part of the original blueprints.
yeah, that too. Well, I can't say that wasn't Let's make a copy of that for us to have later. And might as well keep a copy of this just in case we need to corroborate Bobby's story. So, you got any other ideas of things to research here, Ravia? Because I'm out.
I was just gonna look for dirty books, but okay.
Wait,
I mean, I don't think
Don't
they'd
just-
have those at a library, but I
you
could be
don't
wrong.
just use the internet for that?
I mean, this is BBS era.
Oh,
No
right.
pictures.
Right.
Dirty ass.
Exactly, whatever that noise was.
I think that was supposed to be Dirty ASCII, kind of cut out in a weird way.
Look, it was perfect, actually, I would argue.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to do at the library?
Not that I can think of.
Time to look up the history of the commercial district.
No.
God, no.
All right. So there's that.
Just go to downtime.
Yeah, I think you get a downtime before your until it turns to night. Going in order of, well, I'm just going to do name here. Ferris, what do you want to do for your downtime? You get to wait.
Okay. Remember when last time I was telling you about I wanted to work on a project about kind of making the cults public and bring them out in the open with the TV projects?
Yes.
I think I missed something on my sheet back then. Let me know. I've got a leg up. Any downtime activities you work on in relation to your vocation with sort of one part of the clock already filled out. I don't remember claiming that, but I could be wrong.
I don't believe you did.
Okay, can I go and do that now?
I can give that to you.
Alright,
Once
so-
I remember how this works. All right, I do this in a weird way. So, oh shoot, hold on. I think there would be the additional pip from that. So, with that, I can't remember if this is the second or third downtime of the day.
I want
Second.
to say third, or maybe no, second.
You know what? I'll just
It's
say
second.
the second. Yeah, I think it was the second. So yeah, each of you get 2.
I know for a fact it's the second.
Yes.
All right. So
Let me
I-
put. Sorry.
I was gonna say just you have your two moves.
Let me spend one downtime putting 1 XP into intellect,
All right.
and then let me put 1 downtime into filling up that clock.
Okay. So I did see that you now are at EXP 5 for intellect, which means you can increase in either research, tinker, or interface by 1.
I'm gonna put into tinkers. I really need that.
All right. Oh, that doesn't get reset. Because yeah, it's just every 5 you'll get 1. I mean, you could reset it, but it's not necessary.
I get it.
Okay, and then you're going to work on the downtime. So you need to do an action roll for whichever, because I believe this is associated with your intellect. So I'm going to, you would tell me what it is, but
Sounds like
let's be
research.
real, it's research.
All right, I'm good at it. Okay with me.
So just do a research roll.
Controlled.
Oh, it doesn't matter because I just need the numbers from the from the die. So I got 6. So I think that's cleared, but let me double check. So I believe it's 4 points for if you roll a 6. Let me get the mechanics list. It is in fact 4, which I believe should complete it.
Nice. So what does that mean in this case?
Let me 1, 2, 3. Oh, you would have done it with 3. Okay, so that's done. Okay. So, so I'm not going to tell you everything you learned. What I will say is you now have you have a basic understanding of the various constellation cults. Should you need knowledge of any particular information, like let's just call it basic information about a constellation cult, you can now pull that information. You now have knowledge of that, which if you need, like say you're running into something and you want to know, like say organization, like membership levels, like the kind of thing you would do at like a very broad level.
Okay.
You can essentially say, hey, I want to know this, and I'll just tell you if it's also if it's relevant or not. But you basically just have knowledge. Okay. So
All right. I'm done.
there is your let's move on to Elmas essentially. Although, did we decide whether or not it's going to be?
We decided it could be anyone.
Okay. So Carnival, anyone in your crew, you get 2.
All right. And the first action is going to be we're going to work on the project of Claudia creating her Baker Street irregulars legally distinct.
Okay.
So we have our information at work throughout the criminal underground of the Steinwald.
Okay. So we did not start that, correct?
No,
No.
it's been a project we've sidelined it because you're trying to define it better, but yeah.
Okay. So what you essentially hold on, let me get the long-term projects. Okay. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to come up and form essentially a knowledge bank of people who are familiar with the criminal goings on in the Steinwald and the surrounding area.
Yes.
Now, question is, are you talking a particular scope, or are you talking everything?
It's
Because
going
this
to
will
be.
determine how much you need.
It won't tell me like this is location. Said gang is going to hit there, but I'll get the hey. I heard this gang is doing a big move, and this is their territory. Kind of.
So essentially, you want a very wide pool that's shallow. Is basically what is that kind of what you're going for?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see what my choices are and what I can give you. Also, I need to remember how do I make a token? Here we go. Token. Edit. Let's just call it this for now. Oh, that not give the name. Where's my property? Nameplate. There we go. There. All right. So, because that's a lot of information, even though it's not very deep, so it's not going to be a short. It's going to be a longer clock.
That's fair.
But I'm just trying to think of how long do I want to make? Because if you were going for something very in depth, that would be like multiple. Let me double check. 1, 10, 12. Okay, I'm going to make it a 10. It's going to be a 10 clock.
All right.
To at least get it made. That being said, I'm going to, since technically you can do this with any of your characters. Let me double check to make sure, because I'm going to assign a character to this project, but let me check to see what your abilities are.
My first thought would be using sabotage because this is what this is.
Well, what I'm thinking in that case is whether or not you get any benefits from your I forgot what your minor skills.
Yes, that makes sense.
I just want to double check before any downtime mission here. Okay. So, in theory, if you tied this to Claudia, you would get a benefit from that because you get a leg up.
Yeah, I was definitely tying this to Claudia because.
Okay, so in that case, you get 1 starting because it's tied into thief/security.
Right.
Whoop, wrong button. Beep. There we go. Okay, so in that case, you need to. That was like the one. Okay, so we established that. Now you need to roll.
A 6.
Okay, so 6. So you get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you get 1 more action.
And let's try to do that again and see to push my luck. Another 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. There. You've almost completed it. You basically need to breathe on it, and then you'll do it. All right. So in that case, DM.
All right. So I am going to have, first off, Bobby's going to use efficiency and motion.
All right.
To give Saskia 3 more training actions for the Sworn.
All right.
Brings that up to 6.
All right. So Saskia is for the Sworn, so that you get. Did you choose your thing?
Yep, just did.
Okay, so
Familiar.
you have familiar/pet. Assistance. Having access to a familiar in the shape of a small animal or small pet that can assist you by lending their vision, picking up small objects, or distracting other people. Okay. So I take it you have something in mind.
Oh yes, we'll get to that when we're out of downtime.
Okay,
It's the
doke.
follow up to that other Saskia thing that I was setting up earlier.
All right. In that case, I think we're back to Torpo.
Yep.
So the one thing I would want to do, unfortunately, would also give me away for what's coming up. So I can't research the building from the inside.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to take 2 secret trainings.
Okay, 2 secret trainings.
Mm-hmm.
Two very secret trainings. Let me check what the secret trainings were. Gotcha. All right. Okay. That is not of current importance. Okay, I think that is everyone's downtime. So, with that, it is now later on in the evening.
All right.
Um,
Well, first off, we Saskia's thing.
yep, let's go ahead and get that. Let's do that.
Now, just quick question: the rest of y'all, are you still at the library at this point?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And we getting ready to head out if it's about time.
All right then. Meanwhile, in the box, Saskia called up to Billy and says, "Yes, it is time. I'm ready. Have you acquired all that I need?"
I'm gonna be honest and tell him that we really haven't.
Well,
I'm not
this
talking
is
to you
between
guys.
this is between me.
Oh,
This is
excuse
between
me.
Saskia
Sorry.
and Bibli.
I'm just asking because so you guys are going to witness some weird shit in a moment.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that Bibli got it.
Yes. In that case, Saskia's like, "Come inside the rock quick."
Okay, Bibli goes inside the rock.
All right. I require one little bit more help with you. I need you to help set up the ritual. And she hands her a piece of paper with a diagram on it.
Okay, and she. All right.
And of course, I've not forgotten my end of the bargain. Have you decided what you want for payment?
Uh,
A piece of knowledge.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to think of what to do.
Time to cop out and say friendship.
Taking knowledge of. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna say Biblios goes. Yeah, where are you from? Like originally.
Fuck. I didn't. Now you got me back. I didn't
Got
actually
him.
come up with that. Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, we don't have to
doesn't
think about. Let's just say that they have the conversation. We can think of this later.
Yeah. I wrote down the sheet that it doesn't exist anymore, so I wouldn't even know what to say there.
Oh, okay. I mean, we can figure out something later.
We can edit
Yeah.
it in post.
Yeah.
You can cry about it in the description.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it can't be something about Saskia.
Okay, can't be summed up.
Limited to something that would have been traded within like thing with Diorum,
Hmm.
like magical knowledge about relics and history and other stuff like that. But you can still just add that in post if you have nothing.
Yeah, I don't have anything at the moment.
All right, in that case, they do that and says, Saskia says, "Then let us begin."
All right. So I take it. I just need to. I take it. I just need to follow this diagram.
Yep.
All right.
It's just like a pentagram with each of the ingredients at the different points of the triangle.
Okay. But
And
then
then
we just goes in.
Saskia's stone at the top.
All right. So this is happening outside of the rock or inside of the rock?
Outside
So
of
to
the
speak.
rock.
Okay. So Bibli is doing this in the special items room.
Yes, the meat space. That's why Bibley's doing this, because Saskia can't physically do it herself.
All right. Okay. So Bibli goes in, does it.
Very good, very good. And with that, Saskia starts chanting. The room starts glowing. The circle starts glowing. And then, I don't know where the ingredients burn up. The circle glows real bright. And when it's done, there's a demonic looking pug dog in the center of it.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Bibli looks
Yes,
down.
Continue.
The Bibli just looks down and just is like, I see. Is this the form that I take it?
Yes. Mr. Snuffles, who's a good boy? And the dog jumps up and down and wags its tail.
That's not what I was expecting to happen.
Yes. Then Saskia says, "Pet the dog, please. I do not have hands."
Bibli just kind of looks very confused and pets the dog.
It sticks its tongue out.
All right.
Fortunately, the dog is wearing a harness. And Saskia says, quickly, "My friend, we have to go track someone down." We must find Haravia.
So I take it that Mr. Snuffles has like the rock as like a collar or something.
He's wearing like one of those like dog harnesses.
Okay.
You like rescue dogs that have like pouches and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, like how the Saint Bernard's got the like whiskey thing in old cartoons.
I like that.
All right.
It can carry small objects, including its owner.
Okay. So, Billy just kind of looks at the door and is like, you know what? Just Billy goes and just opens the door and, or actually, like, Billy's just kind of looking at this, realizing that, oh, there's now a dog that's going around. And it's like, well, this is, I know that this is your familiar, but also, she just
Don't
goes and
worry
opens the
about-
door.
Don't worry about his appearance. Mr. Snuffles knows how to be discreet, and Mr. Snuffles just barks in response.
All right. And then Bibba just goes and opens the door. And it's like, well, I don't
Hey guys, can you come down here?
know. What was that?
Bibly calling for the others, I assume.
Bibly at this point is more wondering. It's like, I should probably let a Siri know about this. She's the one that's maintaining the rare relics room or the rare items room. But also, I don't know if Bibly knows that the others are there.
I assume she would have had to pass them on the way to the room, unless it's like a straight line from her room.
Well, they were just going for blueprints. The room is kind of set like on a different floor than that because the library is multi-floored and like they keep that room so that you basically have to get in by appointment. But at this point, Bibly just kind of looks as like, I take it that this might be slightly, I apologize if this is demeaning, but I feel like this might be, we might need to help you in here. Bibly goes and picks up Mr. Snuffles.
Mr. Snuffles wags his tail.
Bibly just like, you don't have, while I can understand why you would choose this familiar form, unfortunately, this form does not have hands, or does not have thumbs, so I might need to operate the door handles.
Yes, that is wise. Mr. Snuffles has troubles in that area, and Mr. Snuffles hangs his head in shame.
So Bibly goes and notes that it's a time, so there's not going to be people there. So she kind of like discreetly goes and looks for a Siri, who is at the same floor. I'd say that she's at the same floor as, like, you all are on. She's, like, doing something administrative on that floor. And as Bibly's looking for a Siri, like, making sure that no one is there to see her,
Holding book, carrying around a pug dog.
well, Bibly's in her, like, slightly humanish form, so she's carrying the book in one arm and the dog in another. And like opening the door handles by like putting the book in like her like elbow as she twists, as anyone who has carried multiple things trying to do that. But she's kind of going around and she happens to see you all there, and Bibly kind of comes up to you bunch there. And so you see Bibly approach you all with a dog under her arm.
A demonic looking pug dog.
That dog is so cute. Bibly, when did you guys get a dog here?
This is not our dog. So you remember that rock that you guys found earlier?
Oh,
You
just
remember
to,
Saskia?
Yeah.
Wait,
just to save time, Bobby is also here.
I say, who's Bibly talking to? Sorry, I.
All of us.
So Bibly is talking, to all of you.
Okay.
And I was like, have you seen, like, well, actually, since you found Saskia here, you might be interested to,
Is
Saskia has a familiar now, I guess.
something wrong with that dog? Why does it look like that?
From the pouch on the dog's harness, a voice comes, Ravia.
Yes.
It is I, Saskia.
Oh, the rock.
Yes. I wish to join you on your endeavors.
I
I have a
mean,
suspicion you and I are on similar paths, and you can lead me to my goal.
Weird. Okay. I mean, we can get you paid at least.
I have no need for monetary means
I
anymore.
disagree. That pug needs to be fed.
Oh, Mr. Snuffles requires only a little bit of blood to function.
That dog needs food.
Technically, blood is food.
Blood is fuel.
Yes, bee fuel.
Mankind is dead. Hell is full.
So,
Okay.
It seems you are doing something at the moment. Tell me, what is all this?
Nonsense, really. Aravia says, pushing the
Explain.
dirty books away. Or the ones
Gotta
she
do-
thinks are dirty.
We got a job. Aravia got called out to some place we'll be going to, and Elmas looks at the clock, and I'm guessing an hour.
I mean, if you want to join, you can, though I'm going inside alone. I mean-
I wish to accompany you.
Can you see what your dog friend sees?
Yes, I can see
Hey.
through his eyes.
Okay, Elmas, you want to get the dog some glasses?
Yep. Give me a second to just take some frames, jerry rigs it into like goggles. Here you go. And let me just put this over the eyes, and there you go.
Should they be looking that way?
And prototype.
Oh, I meant the eyes.
Yes, I see.
Okay, good. That said, later you'll need to answer some questions so we can get you on the books and paid and official.
Mainly, we just
Yep.
need to have you on the book so that when we get in trouble with the law, we can just say, ha ha ha, nope.
God damn it, DM. That's really good. But to clarify, DM just posted an image of a pug with sunglasses and it's a work of beauty.
Imagine what Mr. Snuffles looks like right now.
I think Mr. Snuffles is just happy to be alive.
Yes, he is.
Also, do
Assuming
you...
Bibley put him down, he's rubbing up against Aravi's leg.
Oh, weird.
Alright, so by the way, since Bobby's also been here this whole time, just taking all this in, he says, well, there you go, Aravia. You don't need me to come with you anymore. You have this thing now.
A rock. A rock and a dog.
So this
Bobby,
means I
you
can-
have money and connections.
Oh, so now you want me.
No, I want to use you. There's a difference.
I see. Well, if you have the rock now, then you don't need me for tonight's job, and I can go take care of our other endeavor.
True, a stray dog looks a lot less weird than you being around.
Unless y'all need anything else from me, I'll be heading out back to the city.
Good luck.
Have fun.
We did it. We finally got rid of Bobby. For now.
You got an evil rock as a replacement with a pug dog.
Okay, but the pug makes the rock worth it.
yeah, I was not expecting the puck.
You party member get. Now we gotta get them in the books is the problem. It was hard enough getting the fucking sword who could at least make a body.
It'll be fine. Like,
This one doesn't need a body, she has a dog.
Doesn't need a body, but we need her on the books, and it's a lot easier to justify the existence of an actual person who is also a sword than a fucking rock.
it's fine.
A rock on a dog.
We've done worse things to Toby.
Toby's not our boss.
Yes, but he is our liaison, technically. For, like, legal shit.
He is your sponsor.
Okay, well, he can fucking deal with it then. We got places to be.
Thank you for listening to Hazeltown Story. If you would like to get updates on this show and many other shows hosted by me, LoloDePuzlo, you can follow at Hazeltown Story on Twitter, and if you would like to get to know me, or from a personal standpoint, you can follow my personal Twitter, at LoloDePuzlo. If you would like to watch this be recorded live, you can go to twitch.tv/LoloDePuzlo and follow the channel for notifications of when this show, as well as other shows like Retro Rank Rhapsody, are being recorded. If you would like to add this podcast to your podcatcher of choice, you can search for WLDP Hazeltown Radio and find us on most major podcatching search engines. Or you can manually add rss.hazeltown.life to your podcatcher. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come around for the next episode.